do Optics? They're Optic on the defense.
By Victor, we believe, you know, we've set the stats goblins on this one.
They're on the defense. Are they doing the A setups? Let's see.
July 2021.
We'll see, because a lot of what they do is they do turret spots down here, and he plays close, and the Phoenix will flash, and then they do like an alarm bot here, and then he'll flash off the contact of that. I wonder if they have new stuff. Okay, either way, Optic on defense, XSET on attack. This could be interesting. We get the Phoenix out on Haven. Necron FPS, thank you so much. 4 months in the Slug Club. Appreciate it. Okay, well, Optic know that this pistol's coming on. What on earth is this 3-man stack? They do... Okay. What on earth? Well, they actually legit knew what pistol was coming. So, nice read from them.
This is a difficult scenario to wiggle your way out of if you are XSET. In a 2v3.
Necron, mate, thank you. Appreciate it.
Not a lot of life on Cryo as well. He's got to try and find a lot of first shot accuracy. Maybe a headshot or two. Horde. It's going to be dealt with soon enough, but it's so difficult to get.
It's going to swing out on the contact of this. Here comes the swing. Good setup. Nice pistol from Optic. Let's see how many can they get on the defense with this.
And what a beautiful pistol round it was.
They used to, when they used this comp, they actually used to stack a lot of, they used to actually get a lot of defense side rounds.
Going for B-side pistol hits, but for whatever reason, FNS starts out with a masterful IGL read to kick us off.
XSET didn't get the plant, so they're not going to buy no matter what. And let's kind of just see if they get any sheriffs or if it's literally just nothing.
I love the stat as well. They just popped up there about these being.
When did I anti-strat this comp? More I was tempted to use this comp, right? So I more just looked into it, and then when you're wanting to copy a comp, a lot of the times you're working out what it's good and bad at. So.
And while we've just got a little bit of downtime here, with Optic expected to clean this round up fairly easily, look at how the alarm bot and the trademark are just filling in gaps on this defense.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we used a very similar comp to this at one point instead of the chamber, like a year and a half ago or something.
Trademark down short so that they can double up long. This is such a good comp.
Okay, they smoked this off.
I don't even want to
chat after this round. I think actually the casters are an okay level.
This is going to be a serious challenge for XSET to deal with.
Oh, nice positioning from here. Eye goes out as well. That's good information. With this eye that just went in, they're going to expect to rotate like this, and they're actually doing good calling here. So, nice calling in terms of this round. I think this is good. Ye is on his own. They know it. Can they push him back? He has a Marshall. He might farm. He actually might farm this.
So aggressive on Phoenix. Always pushing. Quite a greedy
That's one.
As well. But since he spent more time with Optic, he's really refined his playstyle a lot. Become much more of an all-round player. And not anywhere near as readable, much more playing within FNS.
The potential was there to farm. They push him back with the TP, so we have more rotates here, so now they head over towards C. So at least this is, I mean, times are, oh my god, they're actually not going to get to farm. They can't farm. Actually, I actually fully run out of time. It's okay. They get damaged. They were never going to, in theory, win this anyway. He has to die, though. Like that. Okay, that's fine. The overall plan, though, wasn't too bad. The overall plan wasn't too bad. They got 2 kills.
Extremely cautious.
Felt like they were almost poking and prodding to.
Now we get into it. We're going to have a bonus.
They did a little bit of poking towards Garage.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like actually acquiring information, they know that the turret's been played in Garage, but there's been a different setup in B.
Except IJ was there.
Was there on that round, but prior to that, it was a stack. And Optic just have so many ways that they can mix this up. Take a look at what they're up to on the bonus round. Alarmbot continues to be at
it's a real low,
looking to play aggressive, or
it's kind of cool because they have more trips to play off the Phoenix, and they haven't had to use it like that yet.
Line to push Optic away from the angle.
Let's see. So far, I've seen none of the same stuff that they used to do, so that's a good sign. Prowler going in, they take A control. Smokers here, they create the question mark, and XSET were just waiting for us. XSET were pretty much just waiting for some kind of mid or any kind of push in terms of an eco. So they're taking their time on this one. Optic feeling good. They have a trip here. They have a turret that gets both of these positions. So they have a lot of info. So that's why they 3-man stack over towards here. So.
For the first time in this series.
That's a bit of info.
Ye did spot something there.
I think Cryo did as well.
Yeah. There's so much respect being shown to either side. In fact,
okay, they take a lot of info, they take control. Chat, I'm a bit worried about the time here, to be honest with you, in terms of their positioning. A decision has to get made. And as we can see, the decision is going to be B. This could be hard. We have an alarm bot here, and then we have a molly that's going to reach this, so they can't really get in. I'm a bit worried if they don't shoot this molly. Okay, molly goes in early. Oh, they took good map control. Okay, this was good. Nice from Zekken.
Be the first casualty of this
molly doesn't reach the planter.
Going a bit wide. It's a heavy piece of utility to lay down. Aftershock as well, pushing back any sort of approach.
And in the meantime,
nice from Cryo as well. Look at this. That's the Killjoy down. Killjoy down. And so this is gonna be interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're next to each other.
Yeah, walking right next to each other. Cryo, patience. Just holding down. The one angle now backs away. But
that was crazy.
The better weaponry seem like they are going to be winning this one out pretty handedly. Victor, at some point in this round, managed to get
Victor used his ult into this round?
Position is far too obvious.
What?
I don't think he'll be too sad about using a running back in round 3, though. It feels like a decent investment to me. Just try and get them online as much as possible, funnel orbs into Victor.
Yeah, I guess.
If you're going to play Phoenix, you need to play into the win conditions. And overall, not a terrible bonus, but XSET at least demonstrated.
I guess they're just trying to do more damage, right? Let's look into this one.
They found the alarm bot, pivoted through it. This was such a weird moment. Yeah, Cryo just happened to walk exactly.
Yeah, that actually was so weird. Okay, first big buy. Everyone from Optic can't buy next round, and 2 people from XSET can't. They go fast A. In return, we have a kind of a 3-man push mid. We have the 2-man, 1 watching here, and then 1 watching over towards Garage. So. ECJ expecting this Prowler out as well, so they get a lot of information. Do they want to insta-hit A with this info?
They know that there was more aggression pushed up behind that one in mid.
No, XSET are playing very slow. They're so fine, they don't want to rush into everything, and they're playing a lot of mid-rounding, and they want to just get a lot of information.
Now making sure that they freeze the round.
They kind of don't want to go fast against like a. They don't want to go fast and run into like any of the Killjoy util as well. So it's a pretty good way of playing this. It's worth going slow and finding out in terms of like where the Killjoy is in util. So. Oh my god, the timing of this is crazy. They just he walked away in terms of mid information. He walked away and they just did this. They literally just turned the corner about a second after he left this. So XSET are loving B at the moment. Loving B.
Going towards the B site.
They play off. How many are going to have? We have to have some people on site because there's a smoker up.
That sprayed out. I mean, Marv's getting away with murder. How are you able to collect that one?
Just beautiful prediction.
They have to deal with Cryo now. At the back of the side of Dong here, and he's managed
to. Wait, do they literally think there's no one back of site? Do they think there's literally no one back of site? Oh my god.
Targets, and they are all blinded up. Cryo quick tap onto the spike means that he has to show a bit of patience.
Oh my goodness, FNS managed to get 3 here. Smoke is going to go soon though.
Got it. 3 kills in the round. A quick tap to try and bait the position, but Def is not going to be baited by it. And he buys his time at the right moment.
Nice round from XSET. Dude, they didn't check back a site. They were so confident they all left site. But the smoke was up, so you should know that there's going to be more here, but I guess they killed 1, and then the 1 was trying to get out of sight, I guess. I don't know, it was a weird round. FNS tried his best to get a lot of kills here.
Actually, XSET have been doing a great job at managing how they attack and find the holes.
Yeah, they're taking their time. They really are taking their time. It's kind of nice. FNS has his ult now, so let's keep an eye on Def's damage.
They're going for a gamble stack over towards the C side with only FNS around here with a Sheriff in hand. And
probably not going to be using onto this round. Okay, they're playing off what they used to do, right? You see this turret here? So this turret here, they used to play Phoenix close into this area. The turret would take contact and they would flash. So when they see the turret, are they gonna? Okay, he didn't play anti-flash, so I'm not sure they know about that stuff.
Once again, even with the double sentinel comp, Optic are playing retake.
What's the retake going to be like? We have 2 smokes, right? No, just 1 smoke for Marv. It's going to be hard to retake.
FNS does have that lockdown, but
they don't want to use the Killjoy ult. Molly goes into this corner.
Prowler's going to be finding at least one of the targets. How are they going to be able to
I feel like that might not actually get that corner. I'm not sure. It could be. It was close. It could be perfect.
still alive in the mix of this one, but the weapons are not too good, and it's a nice spray down in the end. Aaron and
BCJ has to rebuy armor to 2 deaths here. XSET are looking good into these rounds. It's nice and slow. Let's. This is important though. This is the big buy round. This is when it gets a lot harder, right? Ye getting his operator out early. FNS has his ult. Aaron has his ult, and Def has his ult. Optic timeout. What are we gonna be changing up?
Even when they play other compositions, just across all maps, Brent, Optic are playing less than half the time for retake. There is no other team in the tournament that denies people getting the spike down as well as Optic. With a double Sentinel composition, with the Chamber, with the Killjoy, that's the style you want to be going for. You fight people as they plant, you anchor sites effectively and use your Sentinel utility. You always have info from those Sentinels with which to implement rotations. Unfortunately, they are playing retake all the time here, and they don't have a comp for it.
Jeez.
The desk was talked about, Mimi said, you know,
the crowd is so brutal.
Once you lose the raise, your retakes are going to be so much poorer.
All of the signs are just flaming.
It is an odd game plan, isn't it? I think XSET have been doing a great job, though, of the push and pull of the players. The slow play that they've been
that's toxic.
Well, been pushing out,
that is toxic.
You know, deeper players, when they've been wanting Ye on the Chambers to be holding down A long.
Yeah.
They've been doing a great job, I think, of just either denying info early and making sure that the players are anchoring in positions exactly where they want them.
And for me, it feels like Def is trying to
a lot of important ults. If Zekken gets a kill, he gets his ult. Glass Cannon Operator, so that might come into play in terms of this. What's the new setup? What are we changing?
So that's why they've been prodding towards
We're not changing too much. We're putting the alarm bot here. Ye is now responsible for shutting down B. So that's the big thing. We don't have the alarm bot over towards here. We now have the alarm bot in towards Garage. So good change up in terms of locking this down in terms of B, because it has been B so much. Like XSET just keep going B. Prowler goes through long, so they're going to go close and they're going to get controller here.
That is where the alarm bot was.
They don't know if short is clear, so this is still a question mark.
Garage, and FNS is forced to play with his utility.
Did he spot him?
There is space that is taken, pushed up into A long.
Yeah, it looks like it. Ye at least believes so. So they created some mid pressure. This question mark here, as we can see, but XSET won't know that this is a question mark. They go over towards A. Do we have a Prowler?
Prowler here.
BCJ has 1 Prowler, so Prowler's going to come and clear long, right? Oh boy. Are they not going to clear this with a Prowler? This could be brutal.
On the cusp, and there it is. Just swings himself out wide.
Oh, nice Omen Flash. Oh, nice return Omen Flash. Oh my god. Oh my god. The run and gun. Oh god. Textbook Valorant on display. Big run and gun double kill. No way. It was good. It was good Omen util though. I'll point out it was a nice Omen util, but yeah, that is a real Valorant moment. Okay, 25 seconds. It's not done yet because they're going to go into Ye with his operator, and his timing couldn't be any better. Keep an eye on the time still. 15 seconds. Oh my god, they have no time to get into B, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. They have no time. So that's twice they've run out of time, by the way.
There's 9 seconds remaining in this round. Not enough time to try and get the spike down.
What an odd decision when they killed both of these on A to go to C.
The crowd getting behind Optic there as well as they tie things back up 3-3. Funneling people into Ye could well be a win condition for them.
Yeah, the slower play by XSET though, that is where it backfires the most.
Certainly.
Look at this, chat.
After they did such a good job of clearing this out as well, you'd expect them to go forwards into A. You've taken the players on long.
Ye saves them into this one though. Game pretty strong. Yeah, it was maybe we can see it was an overthink, right? But I guess they thought they were going to really heavy stack over towards A. So it was at least, maybe it was Optic knowing the tendencies. Who knows? They tether Molly to hold over towards A, but we saw a satchel out to get past it. So this is good pressure. We're leaving here. What ults have we got to leave here? Fade ult, okay. Confident, so we've got Fade ult and Killjoy ult. So they're confident to leave A with that, and they created a good amount of pressure. They showed 2 of them there in terms of util, so that's kind of nice. Prowler goes in towards Garage, spots nothing. Probably need a smoker if they want to take Garage. We have 2-man setup over towards C. Dude, it's such a heavy stack over towards C at the moment. The double Sentinels holding C, that's really strong. Where's Ye's trip? Did Ye have a trip? No, Ye still has his trip. That's interesting.
But now making the move over towards A.
They clear short, dude. There's been a lot of like contact back over towards here, right? Instead of using the prowlers, they don't want to give away. What the hell is that? It's a nice lineup.
It looks kind of disgusting in theory over the top.
Wow, that's actually really nice. Victor got a little bit unlucky going down there. We have the Fatal. They actually do pretty well in terms of the kills. FNS has his ult. Def has been holding on to his damage, right? FNS's ult is up to it. Def just holds onto his damage the whole time, doesn't want to waste it. Hey, that was a nice eye lineup. They got one, but they didn't manage to kill him before he actually fired this. Fade ult was used in the 3... Wait, when did Def use his damage? When did Def use his damage? Why? Why?
Ticks down with 5 seconds left. The XSET players all just funneled into long.
Yeah, and they're going to be playing into the corner here. This is going to be incredibly predictable. FNS just sticking onto the defuse. Where is the follow-up? Where is the denial? Oh, Def's going to be playing towards it. But it is half on a defuse, a perfect swing from
okay, recovery came in. Dude, did Def use his when the Fade ult came in? Did Def use his damage, right? He really thought that they were. I guess they used the Fade ult to try and bait it out. I guess that was the reason for it.
Brutal situation. This kill.
So I guess it was good thinking from Optic, to be honest, in terms of that's what they were thinking with the Fade ult. They bait that out and then the Killjoy ult could go down. So it was nice from Optic. And I think Def just honestly thought that in the 3v4, they weren't going to use it. I imagine that's just the thinking.
We've never seen this comp before, let's be clear. But when you look at it on paper, it does look like it should be favored on the defense.
What's this setup now? Okay, contact with the operator, he takes the shot, and then we flash around the corner. So this is nice. Prowler going out, clearing here. Smoke, default is part of it. This is the default smoke that they're doing every single time to create question mark through. And it's kind of nice. You've seen a lot of teams kind of prowler through it on the defense, but actually they're not doing that too much. They did it once, I think. Dude, XSET so fine to just take their time. It has cost them 2 rounds. But they're still doing good at they're being very patient, right? They're really waiting for some kind of aggro and just trying to work out where everyone is. It is very Navi-esque, yeah. Boombot goes over towards short. Is it the good Boombot that clears here? Yes, it is. Hey, that might be my lineup. I'm not sure. They might have a better one. Maybe it was this one from here. Who knows? Either way, Boombot gets the good information over to here. So that on its own has created so much pressure. That's created so much pressure here. So they have to keep 2 here, and now they're going to hit over. Is this setup going to work for the defense? Look at the time. Can FNS get any of his shorty?
Not going to be clearing it out, but no, it's watched for. Cryo locks down the one angle. Second though, pulled back there by the C's. BCJ instantly with a follow-up. There is not a lot of
that had a chance to go wrong. Dude, they are. Chat, they are. Let's wait. Back it. Chat, they're execing. They're execing at like the 25-second mark. It's really scary.
Game plan, honestly, it's felt like this entire tournament long for XSET. Incredibly clean fundamentals with the trading.
The trading from XSET has been marvelous.
This was nice though, right? This Boombot that went short was really good.
Yeah. But yeah, XSET's trading's just been unbelievable. This match in general, to me, outside of the crazy curveball we've been throwing with these comps, is like star power of Ye.
Big buy round. Ye has his off out. Victor has his second ult in terms of this. He's over towards B. And what we're going to have, Smoke here again, and then I in front of it. Smoke, I in front to see if they...
so grouped up.
Oh my god.
Instinct on show by Zekken. Just spamming down the common angles.
Oh my goodness.
Well on the opposing
what?
Side, why not?
Yeah, you talk raw instincts. We nearly lost both chambers at the start.
God. Marv just randomly spammed here and just owns them.
The XSET players are so ready for it.
Yeah,
there's still 2 here. Dude, look at them. They're so good. 1 minute in, they're just cutting sound again, right? Creating the question mark that they could be going back into any of these positions. And they just hold, and they have to go aggro. They have to try and get information themselves. So this is so nice. What's this flash going to be like? Flash is good. Oh, spam could have worked. Keep an eye on the... Okay.
Who knows what's occurring? FNS has worked his way behind them. They're trying to pincer Cryo.
The court, he should know he's
there.
there.
He is so low, though, and the spam.
Oh, he definitely knows now he sees
They know
that.
exactly where he is. Yeah, FNS, he saw the gun barrel. The spike has planted.
Turns into a 2-on-2.
Now down to that 2v2.
Shadows traveling. XSET are trying to take the opposite side of the map, and they have planted for it. Usually, this kind of post-plant setup doesn't work because
has alarm bot if you wanted to. Okay. Yeah.
They're ready,
it's good, Blacklist, sure.
can clear some angles with the alarm bot and the turret.
BCJ has taken up the position inside the smoke, just up through a long. Got to suspect things now as well. The attempts being made. A seize was laid down at the feet of FNS.
That Teva was so nice.
Audio cues in sight.
XSET look unreal on this map so far. Techno Pip, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. 5 months. Thank you for the support, Techno Pip. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you.
A world of difference compared to their
these guys, XSET are playing so well right now. It's really nice.
Zekken opens things up here, and you're always getting excellent stuff out of the stars, out of Zekken and Cryo, but that was the same at Copenhagen.
Oh.
This tournament, it's been those supportive players that have stepped up.
Oh my god. Crashy's had to shoot a boom bot and a prowler, and then there was a nade after. That's so brutal. Victor still has his ult. Another eco in terms of Optic. This is the first time we haven't seen the smoke here, and we have a smoke over towards C. Defensive smoke goes here to create the question mark in terms of them rotating to the back of site. So they at least thought it was a fast. They really thought it was a fast hit.
That's the scary thing about XSET.
XSET again, creating a lot of pressure and just waiting for a rotate. It's so nice at the moment.
One of the big obstacles that was in their way was that inexperience that we talked about. You know, some young players.
Oh my god, they actually spam Crashies down to 1 HP.
But they've been making up for it. In fact, if there was any time that they would have crumbled, it probably would have been when they were up against Fnatic, who have been the crowd favorites. They've had that raw worked against them.
Yeah, the fact that XSET were able to deal with the crowd.
Crashies has good timing, 1 HP. He's going to take a risk here. He might as well. He's going to take a good risk. He's going to get a lot of information. We should be able to have a stack over towards C, but they still think it's B because we have no info. So although they get this info, they have to gamble in terms of one of these sites. They go for B.
Optic of they keep making the wrong reads. I feel like so much of this map so far.
Turret is
wiggle its way through FNS.
And FNS was just handed Cryo on a plate there. Should have been an easy kill. Victor wants to go for a faster retake with a paranoia into the back of the side. Molly
retake's nice.
He is
Molly was good.
Value, but nobody's really clearing the back of the site still. Time is low once more. Spike needs to get planted here. Revealing that position. What a shot by Crashies, but he is just one man against the world. On 1 HP. The sheriff in his
oh my god, the 3-man crouched angle. Okay, XSET are looking great. How many is this in a row, chat? Is this 5? 4. Okay, 4 in a row. Optic timeout. What an after they change up. It's so. I mean, I guess you don't even throw any util at the beginning. Like you just save all your util. You just maybe throw like the eyes and stuff that can recharge.
The way in which he's been able to do it in previous tournaments, like Reykjavik, for example.
It's almost like he's got access to the observer feed.
Yeah, at times
complete information.
At times, FNS.
It's kind of this is kind of nice, honestly. I'm very impressed with XSET at the moment. Yeah, they've used both their timeouts, and I think, dude, you have to. You actually have to use both timeouts when you're getting like this wrecked. Remember, they won 1 pistol, so they've only won like actual 1 buy round.
They're weaving their way around the defensive setups, the gamble stacks.
XSET are good at this map, but maybe this is.
Yeah, he might be putting up numbers.
Maybe this is a bit more one-sided than I thought.
Potential best player in the world category. He's been making staking the claim, I think.
Optic wanted to throw the curveball in terms of the Phoenix. It hasn't done too much.
Avoid him in the first place.
Yeah, and it just feels like Ye can't get into the game. Yeah. It's not like he's doing terrible.
He still has his ult though, right? It's a good thing is, if I'm Optic, I'll probably just play. I would play like Ye over here with just 1 person. It's a good retake comp if you save a lot of your util. So you could probably just play Ye just on his own in terms of with a trip here and just get kills, but we'll see. Victor has his ult now. It's interesting. It's interesting that Optic aren't using any of the old stuff that I thought they would be using. Right? They actually have done none of those old setups. But I really think that they just know that Optic will. Know that XSET will know them. Oh my goodness.
Backs away. Doesn't really want to take the fight too soon. But Victor has been spotted into this corner. Has to use the wall, and you got to respect that now. The aftershock. Thought about remaining there for about a second.
3-man. Are we going to go more proactive? We're going to go super proactive. Ult comes in. Nice Omen flash. This is much better. That's a good kill. You take that. Everyone can get out. That might be the first time they've got an opening kill, right?
That is the value you need. I don't think Optic necessarily need to do.
Crashy's going to take the shot, peek them, and then we're going to see a swing.
Would get good value if he did.
Oh, Boombot is going to work.
Gonna flash here off Crashy's contact.
Well.
Showstopper. Right at the feet. That's Victor dealt with.
Okay, well they get the trade. Now what's going to go on? He goes into this position that just got cleared. Keep an eye on the time again. That's always been a factor in terms of these. They double stack here. Good information from Crashies. Good information. He can call that they're going to be going somewhere else. Crashies is kind of a little bit MVP in terms of this. Ye's been shown, so he goes over towards here. Killjoy's down, so all of this stuff doesn't matter. Ye's been really good with the rotate. They are not going to expect him here. Can he hit a shot?
He's found the right timing once more. Operator in his hand, whips out a headhunter. Claim to the back of the side, but eventually he is removed. Dealing with the repush there from ECJ. Cryo's left now into this 1v2 and a Nightfall. Is Cryo going to be caught by it? Yeah, no sound cue. Still finds a shot, and the Horn's dealt with down to the 1v1. But
nice shots from Marv. So the big thing that made this possible was Crashies, right? When they did all this stuff over towards A and they got the kill on Victor, Crashies then going into the angle and then peeking and getting the information that they're rotating and that everyone else could get in the good position. Ye did great. He got the kill here, knew that they weren't going to go rush him, and instantly rotated out. So Marv, Ye did great. Crashies deserves a shout out too. So good round. I think the timeout there was a lot of like, we need information when they take map control. Right? They're trying to fight more. So wherever they take map control at the beginning, you're probably going to see them try and retake it.
So Optic had a defensive setup that time though.
4-1.
Both Sentinels playing on one side of the map. Ye dodges a fault line.
Oh.
Misses the shot though. Marv's is there to pick up the pieces, but he's traded immediately again.
It's interesting though. So they lost a breach. Okay, so the breach goes down. So if FNS gets a kill, his ult is massive.
Right into the angle. I mean, Crush just holding it with the tour de force.
Strange way for Victor to play that rather than tucking himself into the corner.
You know what's available to him. You hear
oh no, the Boombot. Did it lock on, or does he have good timing? Oh my god, is he going to see the raise? Chat, if he gets this kill, it's huge because he's going to get his ult. He's going to get his ult. They have no breach to break this, so when they go on to A, there is nothing to break this ult.
FNS can use to get huge value.
Yep.
This should be a 7-5 half unless XSET can pull something crazy out.
Down short yet. Have to use the Prowler for that.
Look at FNS. He does a turret. Look at these guys working it out as well. So he does the ult. Aaron is on the way to break this, but the ult was done so early that I think this might be pretty good.
Right across, Cryo's holding the heaven position, but you have to
got an important kill.
What do you want to do?
Instant touch of the spike. Okay, they can just they at least plant for long as well, so it's going to be harder. Hey, I tell you what, XSET actually played this pretty well in the end. Good decisions from them. They decided to plant long, right? Plant where you can hide in terms of here, or be in the open here. They planted for long, and then they had the person who was going to deal with it in the first place, but the ult came in pretty early. So XSET are just, XSET actually had a bit of a masterclass in terms of that half. I was very impressed with a lot of the decisions they were doing. Cryo was great. I thought the calls from Def were really good. And the only 2 rounds that they lost that weren't the pistol was just time. That's it. So, yeah. I thought the game plan in terms of just... Dude, they always just felt in control pretty much.
We'll send it down to the analyst desk to break down the first half of this first map.
Yeah, this was good.
An absolutely massive first half for XSET on their map pick. And we have to talk about Cryo versus Ye, obviously.
Yeah.
The hot topic right now.
Yeah, I mean, they were just talking about it. This is quite the showing from Cryosills right now. He had a bit of a soft start in XSET's earlier series, but lately he has been getting the ball rolling, and there is no sign of stopping. Ye, somebody that you typically look for for consistency, for being the kill leader on his squad, has not been finding that much value, and Cryo is so far out in front. 16 and 18, 2.0 on the KD. He has just been stomping.
I think a big reason that Ye has been struggling thus far this map is that XSET has constantly been funneling their attack away from where this guy is playing. He's normally just that kind of that hard.
Yeah, they did really good. They did really good, like trying to find out information, find out where Ye is, and then just straight up just avoid him.
Round after round. So he's
was having to retake all the time.
Normally, when you see those kind of B hits, it's generally when you're playing against that kind of double initiator comp that a lot of teams play on this map because teams will be so heavy on the extremity control. That hasn't necessarily been the case. I think that thus far, for Optic, they've been willing to fight for the B side, but the scaling and the trading are just so good from this team that it has not mattered.
Yeah, I mean, 8-4 is a really rough spot to be in, especially given that you've burned both of your timeouts. So right now, with your coach Chet, you're probably sitting there just praying that Psycho's going to be calling one at some point so that you can try to, chat up your squad. Victor, he brings out the Phoenix. We were questioning how this was going to look, and it has regularly been getting punished. And oftentimes, when he finds a kill, it's instantly traded back. So on the attack, I have to suspect that Optic have some form.
Do you think respecting a player this much is actively try to avoid him is a good strat? Yeah, for sure. It's a good way to play against Chamber as well. Think about Chamber's util. It's not good for retaking, right? If you don't peek the angles, you don't go to him. He has no kit to help in a retake. So avoiding Chamber in general is just really good. The hardest thing in terms of that is normally just finding where the Chamber plays. So a lot of that helps with utils in terms of like prowlers and eyes, but it also helps in terms of just like the prep that gets put in. So for sure.
That's a great setup by the desk. What is going to be this game plan for Optic on this attack side? Because
okay, Optic still with a chance here. Maybe their attack looks a little bit better. It's a hard map to farm the orbs, right? This is easy to defend, and this is easy to defend in terms of orbs for the defense side. So the stacking of orbs isn't. It's not as easy as like a Scent or like a Breeze or something. Basically, is what I'm saying. We like this as well. So stealing the same pistol that we saw earlier. Tether, nade, goes into window. It creates a question mark that you're pushing here. So it's good. It can get you a kill and it's double, right? It gets you a kill and it creates the question mark that you're pushing mid. This is nice from Optic though. They've instantly called the bluff of this. It feels like this might be a common strat that's been happening in practices, and they see that, they go in. That's a nice. Def needs to try get one somehow.
And surely doesn't get away with it still. Finding the one is tremendous value for them.
Good smoke. This smoke is everything. How are they going to get this? Are they just going to run out at the same time?
Smoked off as well. They know that they were playing inside this one, just contacting into it. BCJ had to clear it, and it's flanks on flanks. This time Aaron's time to shine, I suppose. But
they knew about it. It was a wild, nice round from Ye. Good decision from Optic. They lose one at the beginning, but the understanding of this strat just seems pretty good, right? They know that they cleared middle very early, so they knew that they could actually have a good timing over towards B. And then Ye's flank enabled, and he just kind of hit his shots. Good awareness to expect that from behind as well. When that guy did the solo push over towards here, I think their mind started ticking. So that was nice. Double pistol in terms of Optic. So if they lose this and they get double pistol, then yeah.
Get some rounds into their belt, but they are going to be clashing with a flash to clear through. Aaron fully blinded up. Able to get a bit of chip damage at the end of the day onto Victor, but the sole goal, it seems, for Optic is to try and farm up these orbs early as possible, especially when they're up against the weaker weaponry.
Oof, shot.
Goes down to a long-range Bulldog shot.
Oh, yep.
That's
trying to go for that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're just literally playing right into their hands right now, but XSET.
Okay, that's fine.
Trying to swarm their way into the side.
little bit risky with that one.
Oh,
God. That was a little bit bold.
But now it goes down to the second. I'm gonna get mopped up. And I think there's a lot of people, Brent, wondering maybe not whether this match is going to define who's the best team from North America. You heard the desk talk about that, but whether or not XSET can take the next step.
Yeah.
They've consistently moved up and up the ranks from top 4 in North America to representing NA in global tournaments to then beating top teams, including FPX here. And then going deep is the next step. Going deep in tournaments, making big runs, and being able to do that consistently.
It's always been the goal for this team, XSET.
Okay.
Long time coming for them. Sees nade into A lobby for a bit of early aggression, but it's just tempered.
Bonus.
There's a smoke drop down though, so it does force Optic to use a lot of utility to try and take A lobby control. You can see them finally now rushing, taking up all that space. Now they're backing away. In the name of the game, it seems like
How do you think XSET's run here affects franchising? Doesn't even matter. I'm pretty sure franchising would already be decided at this point. I don't think any run here matters in terms of that, to be honest with you. I don't think they really care about results, if I'm fully honest. I think they more care about like what orgs are putting in terms of like content and stuff like that.
All of the prowlers right now being used over towards A lobby. So they're really lacking initiator utility to get into sites. And it's a reliance on...
So they take garage and they put garage pressure and then they walk over towards this. This is looking pretty good for Optic. This is looking really good for Optic. They can get a plant here. They put double volleys on the spike. In the smoke, they're getting good map control. They have this. So they've just cleared garage though, so that's at least one thing. But they still have... Dude, FNS is really important to stay alive here. This is a doable bonus. Hey, that was nice. The Omen Flash was...
And all of his targets will fall. Victor ends up popping his own ultimate off. Aaron has come around the side here, but
still mollies on this.
What can he really do? The Nanoswarm's making
damn, nice hit from them. They go B, they did it perfect. They took the map control, forced them back in this area as well. And this was a really good round. Nice bonus from them. It's like, alright, chat, we're gonna potentially even this up. Potentially gonna even this up.
In these past couple of rounds, the pistol, and then round 15. Watch this from Ye off the back of Paranoia, but then instantly getting a trade kill. Wow. And just able to use space to take duels that are favorable and use the utility from the rest of his team. And I said that Ye was having a tournament of a lifetime. I want to go through this with you, Bren, now that we've got a timeout, right? Ye might be having the best tournament performance ever that we've ever seen. If you ended the tournament right now,
yeah,
he
I think
would be
that's
the
true.
MVP. And
I think that is true.
When you compare him to all the other MVPs, he would be #1 in KD, #1 in kills per round, #1 in first kill to first death ratio, almost double 10s at Reykjavik, #1 in multi-kills per round, because every other round he's getting a multi-kill thus far. But he'd be second.
Good time for a pause. They're gonna have to, I mean, to get the eco round here. They have a chance in terms of this eco round.
Is making a serious case at Champions for being the GOAT. Or at least the first person that you could put on a pedestal like that in the early days of Valorant. Who knows whether he'll keep it up. But we've seen such astounding consistency from Ye in the past, it feels like it would be foolish to bet against him. Yeah, and that's what makes this Chamber matchup so good.
Because Cryo is also putting up some tremendous numbers. Doesn't quite have the history behind him like Ye does at all the prior events, but Cryo's definitely been making a name for himself as well. North America top Chamber talent going out in full force.
Okay.
This is a contact play. XSET, the weaker guns.
3-man push here from XSET. They are on the bonus. This could actually work pretty well, 3-man. Are they going to expect this position from the breach? Are they going to even push into this? How many prowlers? They have to use it. They have 2 prowlers, so they can clear a lot of this and get information if they want to. Nice off angle at middle. This might be good for 1.
So this seems strange to me.
This angle that he's on right now, and just slightly
that's unlucky. Crashy survives on 40 HP. That would have been the prowlers to clear these guys off as well. That would have been massive.
To pick himself back up onto that angle as well. The mid control has been gained now for Optic, and they can start to make
not a bonus, low buy.
Make some waves. Barreling through into the site, taking control of the connector.
Dude, they're dealing with this. A lot of B hits again. They're kind of doing what XSET did to them back to them. It's kind of sick.
But XSET's in another position where they've lost control of one of the connectors, and these paranoias coming through from Marv, they're just so good at setting up fights in these situations.
He's been doing a great job to bail out his teammates.
This is one of those rounds where you just send Victor to kill everyone and just see if he can get another one of the ults online.
Yeah. Pretty good understanding of how they want to manage their economy.
Nice, they get it back to 8-8. Double pistol really helping this one. It's a big buy around that we're going to see. What ult do we got? Chamber has ult, so they could throw the gun away, but
on paper the comp does not look
we'll see.
It should have many strengths at all.
But that's all theory.
Exactly. And in practice...
And we've also never seen the scrims that they've played with this kind of map, this kind of comp. Optic will know far more than we do about how this comp works and how to get the best out of it, even if they've only practiced with it for a short period of time, just for this map.
Okay, 8-8.
But they win the pistol,
Operator
they
out
win
on
the bonus,
Cryo.
2 anti-ecos.
They don't decide
Now
to use this.
we get
There's a lot of
bit
potential
meat
ults
the
up, right?
battle.
Everyone's super close. It's like
8-8,
kills can
rifle rounds
snowball in
ahead.
this round. They go really heavy over towards here. They get the ult
XSET
onto
put
death.
so
So
much attention
no pressure
towards
as well.
him.
Did they just jump spot this? Okay, yeah, they just jump spotted this. They now know that Cryo has his operator out, and they have like an immediate reaction. Look at this, straight in over here. They heard a prowler as well, so they actually know that there's 2 people A. So this is a good call. They might go super fast with this. That one way is going to change everything, right? Oh, it's not the best. You could go in left side, I guess, but... Uh-oh.
Still cutting noise,
Uh-oh.
still waiting it out.
Oh, God.
So down close second.
Oh my God. It's just a 2-man jumping towards Garage, and he's in the most perfect position you could possibly imagine. Okay, nice from them, flawless. The only person that took a little bit of damage was Zekken, so that's great for the economy of XSET, and they get a lot of ults, right? They were all one away, and yeah, we have 6 ults online, and this actually could be pretty wild. 6 ults online. I'm going to check the economy after this, because there should be I think Optic are fine, and I think no matter what, teams can buy after this round, I think.
And Optic crashes, you can see the reaction there. That puts this round on a very
so no matter what, teams are going to buy after this round. So there's a lot of ults up, but it's not like a round that would force a team onto ecos. So we'll see. It's an important round, but it's not a big swing round, if that makes sense. It's not really. It's not do or die. Prowler went through and checked here. Timing's probably gone away, so they have to do this. Okay, this is a big change up from them. Fast contact. Oh my God, didn't get the omen. Oh my God.
Run it back also going to be used. But Victor's dealt with pretty quickly. BCJ still wants to fight up close and personal. But the Optic players.
Good trades coming in the end there. That was fast. This was a nice change up from Optic. This was very fast, all the way down to long to the burst from just one position.
Is that going to be enough to punish? No, crashes. Just about steps his way into hell, back to safety, and now to play off the rest of his team. Yay, holding a high ground angle, tour de force in his hand, and it's forcing death.
A lot of ults used for Optic, a lot of ults saved from XSET. So now this becomes a really important round. So Optic win this round, and how many ults do we still got? Yeah, we still got 3 ults here. So
the chamber killjoy comp. Just a huge amount of utility being burnt there, the running back and the nightfall, but that is going to condition XSET to really respect the site execs.
I think this was absolutely fine. In terms of XSET, it's like they used 2 ults. You can still buy into this round. It didn't matter too much. This is the round that they have to win now. It will be a little bit gutted that they didn't get enough kills there. That's about it. But this is the round that really matters. So these ults for sure are going to get used. Maybe not the Omen ult, just because Omen. Molly here to try and condition, make sure they don't peek. They take early A control again after that. So they create a good question mark here. Smoke goes in. Interesting. Smoke's gone in here late. Prowler goes. Dude, they're really abusing over towards long. What can Cryo do? Gets one, gets out. That's Victor. Dude, they straight up contact in? Okay. Yeah, this is nice. So even though they lose one, they're actually in really good positions.
The rest of the team calling that, I mean, surely they're going to go somewhere else on the map after we pick them off. And Optic have just walked in.
Okay, we're going to see ults. We're going to see these 2 ults for the retake. You might even see Aaron's ult in terms of trying to get information. Oh, they push close. It's a nice boom bot. They had 2 people close shoot that.
Here we go, mid flank as well. That's coming through at the exact
That's all we're talking about. The nade should see it. Raise ult.
Crashes a sitting duck. The showstopper through. Optic still dealing with this.
How on earth is Marth alive?
For the operator and a flick of the wrist. It's down to that 1v1, and it was the reflank by FNS. The positioning unknown for BCJ, but he's sticking it through, half on the mark, and just did not anticipate
Chat,
it.
this puts them onto eco. Massive round from Optic. I have no idea how Marth is alive. I have no idea how that ult didn't kill him.
And utterly outplaying the defensive rotates. To the lurk through mid, just a masterful
round. The lurk was great.
We have been treated to a battle here between the brains of North America. It feels like there's so much that's going into every round in terms of how they're reading into what the defense is
You're biased,
do.
Nismo. Come on, you're biased, right? Force them onto eco. Cryo has his ult, so it It is a low buy, but again, this all ever since Chamber came in to the game itself, the amount of thrifties actually just increased by honestly quite a bit, just because of the whole kit is just insane, and the ult is so good. It swings a lot of low buy rounds. That helps a lot. That's the raid boss down in terms of this round. That should help a lot. It's a big kill. Holds this angle as well. They at least push up, so they have info. Good Prowler. Is it going to check this? Prowler does not check this.
And that Prowler has dodged Zekken. If Zekken wanted to get aggressive here, he might be able to find a time.
Yeah, you're going to go for it. Okay, Zekken.
Alarm bot, but there's nothing there.
Zekken gets a lot of info. We can stack this now. What do they pick? C or B?
Theory, always potential of them making their way onto B as well. Optic do have tremendous amounts of options, but Zekken.
Oh my god, what's the timing going to be like here? It's a weird one.
And it is all down to the timing. It's all down to the timing. And a gun is revealed. Zekken doesn't overplay his hand.
He goes back, yeah, he's created pressure here anyway, and now he goes to join his teammates. Can Def get one?
Push that's coming down to the wire. Only flash, aftershock is just a little bit too late, but Def wants to take the fight anyway.
That's on like 56 HP. Ult goes in, buys in enough time to plant and get into good after plant positions. They're still looking for Zekken, so as soon as they spot the raids and spawn, then Ye can start joining them.
Exactly as XSET was starting to get into position for the retake. It pushes them all away, and now positioning like Ye is just deadly.
Players are grouped up right now, lined up in fact to the back of the site. Ye is the only one into garage. Has to reposition, a slight whiff there of the aim. Safe hands from Ye as well, but Aaron right behind him and just a stinger in his hands. Does not expect there to be two players. In fact, you can see him pre-aiming down C-Long.
Okay. Good round from Optic in the end. Ye got a really important kill. Damn, this is a nice, yeah, this is a nice comeback. We've only seen one round so far. XSET having to use both their timeouts. Both of these teams using both their timeouts on the defense side, trying to adapt to what's going on.
Massive run back from an 8-4 half. We find ourselves 11-9 up with Optic in commanding lead, and another rifle round left to play.
Yeah, that was a big, you know, that round where they put the Raze ult and the Breach ult into the retake. That was a big round. It was a big swing round.
At least the possibilities of them maybe, you know, throwing away leads, playing as well when the crowd is against them, when they know that their backs are against the wall. But here, this is them using their final timeout of the half, trying to come up with a couple of answers, because right now it is FNS pushing and pulling the players like soft clay in his hands, making the most of this defensive setup.
Yeah, it's incredible how much FNS and Def have been great on the attack side, getting these reads through the defense.
Yeah.
But also, if you want to draw your attention to the chamber battle that's been going on as well, normally you'd expect the chambers to be favored on the defense side, where they can set up on angles first, where they can rotate around and get pushed into good positions. Actually, it's been on the attack side.
Okay, do we have a change up? We have BCJ's ult, we have Marv's ult. One away from Crash's ult. That's pretty much it. XSET are in actually a rough position in terms of ults.
And just one more round away from getting to that map.
Cryo gets his operator out, and
full investment from XSET.
Heavy over towards C. We have something aggro. We're going to see a stun, you're going to see a nade, you're going to see a C's.
Just been accruing over and over and over again. A fault line to the C's nade. That's not going to be coming up with
and a 3-man stack over to all. Oh my goodness. Okay, protecting that. And Crashy's managed to get the orb over towards C-Long, so that was kind of nice. They do the smoke here as well, so that's constant pressure now put here, and they do a smoke with a Prowler here. So they cleared back A, and so this was great from Optic in terms of the smokes from Marv, in terms of how much pressure it created. Pressure here, and now pressure here and here from all the util. So this is so good. As we can see, B is completely clear. This is such a good round from Optic. It's so nice. That's good though. The Prowler goes in and gets a bit of damage. So gets a good amount of info. These guys need to go searching, right? The 3 people over towards A, they have to go and get something for them being there. So they clear this now, so we can have the rotate coming. It's pretty good. Optic had a window where they completely owned it, but this bit of information from XSET has swung it a little bit back. Fatal for Fatal. Nice Omen flash as well. Reactively, we're probably going to have to go B.
He's lurked his way up into a deeper position, but 30 seconds remaining, and it is really no concrete plan in action. But Ye has
It's
found
so
the
brutal
opening.
when brutal when they
The spike is
like
going
create
in
this
the
much
opposite
pressure and
direction
question
once
marks, and
more.
then Ye just walks around with
Finding
his
its way
attack
over towards
operator.
C.
They end
Cryo
up
at
going
the back
C,
of
so
this,
they
and it
fake
is
that out.
Crashy
Hey,
picking
chat.
apart
I can't get over
defensive
how good Optic are on attack. They're like,
Down to just BCJ
oh,
and
it's so
Def,
good.
and BCJ
The
falling.
mix
Just
of
the IGL
FNS
left
doing
standing
like
for XSET.
perfect calling, right, into the
1v4.
util being so good in terms of like the smokes and everything, and the prowlers and smokes pressure, and then Ye just contacting with the attack operator. Those three all mixed together. It's such a Chad, it's too brutal. It's actually too brutal.
Optic winning around with masterful macro rotations. I mean, just gorgeous gameplay from FNS and Ye, the way that they're
It is.
working
It
their way
is
around the
literally.
map,
This
and
is
the way
such
that
a.
Ye just
This round
opens
was
up
just like
the
such a
B-site, but
prime
draws
example
attention
of
to
just
himself
how good
as
FNS
Optic
is
go
at
for the repush
calling.
through
First
C.
of all, how good the
Just
util is in
everything
terms
is
of like
working
them controlling the map,
beautifully.
and just how they best utilize Ye, right? He really gets into the best positions, and he always hits the shot.
But at times it looks like indecision. See Ye get these picks, but it's just the game plan. The slow control of the map that Optic are able to get. They push Crashies and Ye into those 4 positions, and they find targets. And this is it. On the cusp now for Optic, taking away this map.
The Phoenix did fine. The Phoenix did fine. It hasn't. They could probably switch it. The ults have created a lot of pressure on the attack for sure. The flashes have been nice. It fits into this comp well, right? In terms of they don't have a flash agent. In terms of like, I'm not including that. Omen. Sorry, 3 chances, chat. I think it's a fine agent for what they're doing. Honestly, it creates pressure with the ult and the flash that's needed. The thing is, they actually didn't want to use all of their really good setups because XSET would know about them. So that's why they, in terms of the defense side as well. Oh, this is nice. Oh, chat. What a masterclass. What an actual masterclass. Yeah.